Did you hear Congressman Jerry Nadler yesterday discussing illegal immigrants? Check this out.
And we need immigrants in this country.
We need them.
Yeah, we do. That's a fact.
Forget the fact that the farm that our vegetables would rot in the ground if they weren't being picked by many immigrants, many illegal immigrants.
Oh my God!
The fact is that the birth rate in this country is way below replacement level, which means our population is going to start shrinking. And the ratio of people on Social Security and Medicare
look, he's laying
is going to increase relative to the number of people supporting them.
Who's talking about replacement theory here? I mean, Jerry Nadler is.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
and we need people to pick our vegetables.
Thank you.
So,
I didn't address that part.
Where are you going to get them? Americans aren't going to do that. We're way above that.
That's for sure.
I mean, wow. They stick their foot in their mouth every single time.
I mean, the moment of truth,
he called them illegals, too.
And he did, without illegals, pulling them out of the ground.
It's incredible.
This is the cycle that happens in a socialist nation. Europe is a few years ahead of us on this, and this is why their open borders have led to immigrants from the more Islamo-fascist part of the world to support their social programs and their social safety nets. And so they had to import the labor. And look what's happening over there. On our side of the globe, it's illegals from Central and South America.
Mostly.
Now it's everywhere.
Yes, it's
and that is just fascinating. That moment of truth from Jerry Nadler.
It's almost as if history is repeating itself. I remember another empire that was ruled its world, and then started letting in all the other.
So what happened to them? Are they still around?
No, they're not.
They're not prospering because didn't they need people to pick their vegetables?
They did.
Why? Then
they
what
needed
happened?
people to pick their vegetables, and they needed people to be in their military, and they needed so that they could sit back and hang out and have grapes and everything.
Oh,
in the cities.
They liked olives there too.
Yeah,
olives and grapes and whatnot.
Then that didn't work out well in the end.
That's weird.
Yeah,
story time with Jeff Fisher. I don't know where that story was going, but
tell
it was
us,
fun.
Uncle Jeffy, about tell us about the Visigoths.
This is when they asked the immigrants to come in.
Jeffy would have loved to live back there and wear muumuus, because that's basically what they were wearing. The robes.
No doubt about that. That's good stuff right there.
Well, and please, come on, they'd eat until they puked, and then they'd eat some more.
Eat some more.
I mean, those are good times.
Women knew their
for
place.
Jeff Fisher.
I mean, it's awesome.
Right.
I mean, wait.
Arlen Specter would have liked hanging out in ancient Rome too,
right?
No, the bathhouse.
That's for sure. Representative Pramila Jayapal.
Oh, she's awesome.
Isn't happy with the immigration issue either.
Oh, no.
This is fun. Listen to this.
There is so much fear-mongering going on that it is difficult to know exactly where to start.
Yeah,
but let me say this first.
Don't say
the
it.
Biden administration is enforcing immigration laws.
No.
In fact, the administration has been so heavy-handed in recent months that I have serious concerns about how they are conducting border enforcement.
What? Heavy-handed. They release virtually everyone they catch coming across the border.
What?
Heavy-handed?
What world is she in?
She's in just lie.
Yeah.
She's in just lie world.
Heavy-handed Biden administration. Yeah, that's one criticism I have not heard yet, that they're over-enforcing the border.
Jeez.
Wait,
border,
I thought that was
is secure.
I thought that was not the clip you want me to pull. I thought it was 15 that you guys were going to play.
Oh, you thought we were going to
Yeah, Joe, can you play 15? Because we need to learn about this, too.
a couple days ago.
The gentlelady from Washington is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Well, I appreciate the passion from my friend across the aisle and the outrage. I think we're all outraged about many things. But if we're going to talk about outrageous things that have happened or things that have never happened, let's talk about the fact that President Trump incited an erection. And maybe that, too.
Here we go.
Man.
They go on later to make more jokes about that as well.
Gosh.
It's pretty sad.
Trump causes erections.
I mean, he might have incited
Okay,
that. He certainly didn't incite an insurrection. So maybe it was the other thing.
President Trump incited an erection.
Got it.
Ooh. I mean, she said the whole word.
Makes you think what she was thinking.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, your Congress
Wow.
at work.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. And I'm so tired of this insurrection BS. I am so tired of it. I don't know. The tact that his lawyers are taking, that he should have immunity. Why are you going down that road? Why don't you go down the road that the guy didn't incite an insurrection? Right. How about that? How about he's not guilty of what you're trying to accuse him of here? How about he tried to shut these people down and calm them down, and he did it as he has shown multiple times during the day. He never told anybody to go into the Capitol building and do damage to it. He never said he was going to incite violence. He never did that. He never told people to get violent. He never said overthrow the government. He didn't say we're going to stop democracy. He didn't do any of the things you're trying to accuse him of. Why don't you go down that road?
It is strange.
It's weird.
It is.
It's weird. Instead, they're trying to say that the president can't assassinate candidates. Opposing candidates.
Well, I'm not quite sure I follow why that was asked.
That's
and what
bizarre.
Why that needed to be brought into the
because they're trying to say
discussion.
that the president has immunity from virtually anything. I think that's the point.
We before we got off on the Freudian slip there, we were talking about immigration, and as if earlier this week we weren't enraged enough with the kids in New York being moved to a different school so illegals could sleep in their school and all that good stuff. Did you see where ICE is now they're getting help from the VA to process health claims, health coverage claims, medical expenses for illegals. So VA veterans, where they're backed up, I think something like 400,000 claims they're behind on for our veterans' health care. And so they're taking an already swamped VA and moving that personnel to go and process health issues for illegals. I mean, this... We're not a country.
And they did, Mayor Adams did talk about paying citizens to house immigrants, illegal immigrants. If you got an extra room, let's get the people.
Yeah, the people you know nothing about. So just invite them into your home. They could be convicted felons in Honduras. Who knows?
You first, Eric.
Yeah. Right.
You first.
And they're putting them anywhere and everywhere. They're putting them in schools and kicking students out of the schools. They're putting them in hotels. They're buying 4 and 5 star hotels and housing them there. In Chicago, they're putting them at O'Hare Airport.
And I mean,
look at this.
Yeah, I mean, they had them, I think, in one area, and now it's just throughout, is my understanding.
Any of the air sides? Yeah.
It's because there's so many of them that they don't have anywhere to put them.
Look, I mean, it's...
Look at this. It's incredible. This is...
that guy told him to stop recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep recording. Thank you. This is technically still America, bro.
Right.
But see how they're behind the curtains there?
Yeah.
Yeah, now...
He's going to peek behind the curtain,
now
too.
They're everywhere. Now they're just out there in the open. It's like they don't care. It's just...
Unbelievable.
But again, this is this is what happens when you allow open borders and you have a governor in Greg Abbott who comes up with this genius plan to bus immigrants. All right, time for you guys to enjoy this too.
Only some of them are from Abbott, though. I mean, this.
Oh yeah,
this goes way beyond that.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, we're just.
Yes, it does. The federal
it's an
government
invasion.
The federal government is shipping them as well.
Yeah. It's just
definitely
an invasion now.
It is.
We're overwhelmed.
But the